Look who's back with us here on the Hill once again, Sid Miller. He is the commissioner of Texas's Department of Agriculture. Hello to you, sir. Thanks for being back with us tonight.
Good to be back with you. Thank you very much.
So I guess this is a twofold question, right? One, China is hitting the farming industry. You know this, Sid. They did this again in 2018 and 2019. They're doing it again now. What does this mean for the industry, and what does it mean for prices on the grocery shelves?
Well, I don't think it's going to hit the consumer all that much, or the farmer. 10% on a bushel of wheat is not that much. If you take a loaf of bread, probably in a loaf of bread, there might be less than 20 cents worth of wheat in it. So if it goes up, an extra 10 or 15%, it's, a couple of pennies. So overall, it's not that big a deal. I'm surprised that the tariffs weren't more than that. We already had 25% tariffs on China. We put another 10 and a 10 on top of that. So very, very mild reaction coming from China back to the United States.
Yes, so a mild reaction as you describe it. But again, you know how this goes, Sid, because we saw this 7 years ago. It starts here, and then it goes up and up and up and up. So at what point does it start to impact your industry and those of us who eat the food that farmers produce?
Well, and you brought it up. We've been through this before. First, the Trump administration, we had a tariff war with China.
Yep.
We'd always been in a tariff war, but we never fought back until Donald Trump came along. He put the tariffs on. We felt some pain for a short time. Donald Trump used the Commodity Credit Corporation to prop farmers up until we could get the profits back. It happened. In the end, farmers made more money than they've ever made. Commodity prices were good, and it was all because of the tariffs that Trump put on them. It'll be the same way this time. I expect
there was a $28 billion payment really in two chunks to the farming industry last go around. Right. Republicans like to say the government shouldn't pick winners and losers, but the reality is, Sid, that was picking winners and losers. In this case, the farmers. Do you think if this escalates that the president should bail you out again?
Well, sure. I mean, Donald Trump has told me that he loves the family farmer. And 95% of the farming in the United States is done by family farmers. He's not going to let them go out of business. He knows that they're vital to our national security, to our economy. So absolutely, we have to keep those farmers in business. If we're going to run into a little rough spell, that's fine. We'll make it up when we collect those tariffs. They'll more than repay the Treasury for that money that went out to the farmers.
You say the rough spell. Are decisions being made in the fields right now?
They are. Not so much on the tariffs as they are wringing their hands about a farm bill, which we still don't have. We've been waiting on that for quite some time. It's well overdue. Farmers are more apprehensive about the farm bill not being passed than tariffs right now.
All right. Sid Miller, he's the ag commissioner there in the great state of Texas, which, by the way, exports rather, $123 billion to Mexico, $36 billion to Canada, and another $22 billion to China, at least in the recent years. We got to leave it there. Sid, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You bet. Thank you. God bless.